Hey folks, Goose Pond Monster here. It's Friday, April 25th. Once again, I'm out with Mammal in one of our mushroom spots, and we were walking along, and she saw this nice one here poking out of the leaves. Looks like it's kind of a yellow one or a bigger gray. It's hard to tell exactly. And then over here, I noticed another one here under the mayapple. Not quite as big, and the top seems to have come out of it. But we haven't really got into the main woods yet, so I think that's a positive sign for the rest of the day. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully have some more big mushrooms to show you, so stay tuned. It's definitely a promising sign here. We've been poking around and been finding some of decent size, but when they start coming up that size, you know that things are about to really get good. And then once I brush the leaves away, I noticed this one had a little friend coming up with it, so it's kind of funny to see them side by side there, but that was a couple there right in the same spot, so we'll keep poking around and see what else we can find. I'm sure most of you watching know that dead or dying elm trees are a good place to look for mushrooms. For those of you who don't, any spots where you go out to hunt mushrooms, if you can identify any elms that are dead or dying, those that are dead, usually the bark starts slipping off of them, but we're here in a spot where we've had pretty good luck the last few years, and I believe this tree here is a dead elm because it doesn't have any buds on it or leaves at this point. And so I found a few on the other side, and I looked around the other side, and of course it's surrounded by briars, but there's a little morel right down there. Ow. Sometimes they're painful to pick, but I say it's worth it. So if I can get up here, I'll take you around to the other side of this tree where I found a nice little group. Make sure not to step on any as I'm going over here. Alright, so right down here, we've got this one. No, I did. And then there's this one right here. And this one's tucked right back in here. And then come back down. Have this one right in between the feet. And the prettiest of the bunch is this one. Oh! And a little surprise, once you pull back the leaves, there's actually two right there. Alright, and Memo has informed me that she's found a few more over here on this hillside. Okay. Got this one right here. Oh crap, pull the stem off of it. Yeah, I got him. And there's this one tucked in the leaves right here. And this one. Oh, there's a whole bunch up here. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Got these two right here. And then another smaller one right here. And then this one right here. Yeah, just quickly scanning. I don't see any more. That's not to say there's not one hiding under the leaves around here somewhere. Sometimes it's all about the angle from which you're looking. Oh, there we go, a couple more. I'm not 100% positive, but I think some of these trees on this little hillside here are elms, and I would assume they're in some state of death, I guess, put it bluntly. So, and then even another small gray one over here. And let's see. And over there's our little friend that joins us along on our journeys. Looks like he's got a dead squirrel or something that he's snacking on over there. So it's kind of gross, but hey, the guy's got to eat. So, well, I'm just continuing to scan this hillside here, but I'm not seeing anything else peeking out at me. So, but as you can see, the dead or dying elm is a very good producer for morels, and I don't know the exact numbers, and maybe there isn't an exact number, but they do produce for a number of years as they're dying, and then once the tree has died off, they will produce for a few more years. So that's my little lesson, I guess, for the day. So we're going to keep poking around and see what we can come up with, but having a pretty good day so far. So we'll see what else we can come across and add to the bag. So we're walking out of the woods here on our way back to the truck, and there's a little spot here where we've found them periodically in the past, and looked down and saw this nice one right here. And then Mamaw spotted this nice little double right here, and of course it's back in behind a couple of big thorns. And apparently there's another one over here. Yeah, it's a pretty good double right there. It's the bad thing about this spot, they're always in the briars. somewhat interesting. There's an old box spring right here, and for whatever reason we've been finding the mushrooms around it the last couple years. So, but at this point I'm not seeing anything else here, so I suppose we'll make our way back to the truck and count our bounty. Alright, made it back to the house here and got everything all counted, and we found 74 in the woods we were at today, and Mamaw found 18 in another spot she went out to by herself this morning, so it's a total of 92 for the day, which not a bad haul, so should be able to fry up another mess and make a nice little meal of it. So plan on doing some more hunting this weekend, hoping the big yellows might be out playing, and we'll be able to find a mess of those too. So stay tuned and see what comes up.